What's going on, guys? Jason here back to the channel. Tonight we're gonna do a review for Smackdown and Rampage and stuff. Smackdown was pretty good and stuff because after WrestleMania all that stuff. But tonight was last night was pretty good and stuff because Cody won the championship belt and stuff from Roman Reigns this past Sunday and which was last weekend and stuff and yeah, it was pretty good and it's going to get to it then. We're gonna kick off with Cody Rhodes kicks off this week's show. Corey Graves welcomes us live inside the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan, where we then hear the familiar sounds of the theme song for Corey Rhodes. Out comes a American Nightmare in a suit with his newly won WWE Universal Championship over his shoulder. He makes his way to the ring as fans loudly sing along with his entrance. He sells in the ring and asks what we want to talk about. He brings up The Rock, interrupting him the last time he came out here to talk. He says he believed The Rock when he said he would be heading back to Hollywood and believed him even more when he said he'd be back, and when he comes back, he'll be gunning for him. Cody says he won't be hard to find because he'll be standing right here. Cody brings up The Rock putting something in his hand that he gifted The Rock and said he immediately knew what it was. He says that it's in the rear view now and brings up the two triple threat matches at tonight's sold out show to determine who will challenge him for the title first at the upcoming WWE Backlash Premium Live event in France. He mentions each person in the bouts and touts he and AJ Styles being the only ones who are former NWA and WWE World Champs. He says his message to whoever emerges victorious is simple: if you come at the king, you best not miss. Alright, he wraps up shortly after that. We see Bailey walking backstage live. We see more as we move on. Rey Mysterio and the LWO are also shown arriving to the building for tonight's show. Backstage, we see Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso. They approach Cody Rhodes' locker room with their American Nightmare logo on the door. Out pops Kevin Owens, who says they aren't invited. Heyman tells Solo that winning and losing matters, and the locker room now belongs to the champ. Cody, he says they need to get it back, and that's in order. That's on orders of the tribal chief Roman Reigns. LA Knight versus the first match is LA Knight versus Bobby Lashley versus Santos Escobar. Now it's time for our first of the two triple threat matches scheduled for tonight to start the process of finding out who will challenge Cody Rhodes for the Universal title at Backlash. The theme for LA Knight hits, and as the mega star makes his way out to the ring, we head to a pre-match commercial break. When we return from the break, we see footage of Knight's match with AJ Styles from WrestleMania 40. Back live, Knight is settled into the ring and his music dies down. The theme for Bobby Lashley hits and he comes accompanied by the Street Profits and B-Fab, who head to the back as the Almighty makes his way down to the ring for the high stakes opener. From there, the theme for Santos Escobar hits, and out comes the third and final comparing our first of two triple threat matches tonight to determine the first challenger for Cody Rhodes' Universal title. Just split screen footage of Escobar and Lego the Fantasma talking to Caleb Braxton earlier today, as they assured her it wasn't they who attacked Dragon Lee before WrestleMania 40. Back live the arena, we hear Ray Barrett commentary questioning who attacked Dragon Lee if it wasn't them. The bell sounds and the action gets underway in the ring, with Lashley jumping off to a good start. He and Knight fight on the floor, but Escobar takes them both out with a big dive at the ring. On that note, we head to a mid-match commercial break as the action continues. As we settle back in from the mid-match break, we see back and forth action until the Fantasma hit and the ring and blatantly out attack Knight in front of the ref, as the ref commentators inform us that there are no DQs in these triple threat matches. Tonight the Street Profits come out, and after all the chaos, Knight his BFT finisher for the win to advance. A winner in advancing LA Knight. Alright, backstage, but Kayla Braxton is with Rey Mysterio in the LWO. She brings up how Santos Escobar and Ligo del Veltanzo did not attack Dragon Lee before WrestleMania 40 weekend. Carlito feels the need to speak up. Mysterio says the truth will eventually come to light, and says he feels he still has another world title run left in him. All right, we have a segment coming up. From there, we return inside the arena where the Bloodline theme hits. Out comes Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso with the wise man, Paul Heyman. Heyman says, per the tribal chief, they have no excuses for what happened at WrestleMania 4. They don't blame John Cena, Undertaker, or even main event Jey Uso. As Heyman continues to talk, he mentions how Reigns will rise like a phoenix from the ashes until Solo Sikoa cuts him off. He brings up Heyman saying winning and losing matters. He says then, because of that, there are consequences for losing. He calmly pushes Heyman aside and stares down Jimmy Uso. Jimmy points to himself to see if that's who Solo is looking at. Solo leans in and hugs Jimmy. He says, "You're my brother and I love you." Jimmy gets relieved. Solo turns to walk away. Someone attacks Jimmy from behind. The commentators inform us it is Aku's son Tama Tonga. He and Solo beat down Jimmy, hitting Samoan spikes as Heyman freaks out in the corner. Tama puts up the one. They put a chair around Jimmy's head slash neck, and Solo hits a running hip attack on it in the corner. So Sikoa grabs Heyman and brings him into the middle to be his wise man. Apparently, he raises his one. Heyman slowly does too. Heyman pulls out his phone and says, "Call Roman." Solo grabs the phone, throws it on the ground, and stomps on it. The three lead together, with Heyman looking nervous as we head to another commercial break. Dang, that was kind of a shocker. All right, next match is Cameron Grimes versus Braun Breaker. When we return, we see highlights of what transpired, and then we return live inside the arena where Cameron Grimes is in the ring and ready for our next match of the evening. The theme for Braun Breaker hits. Out he comes as Graves and Barrett put him over huge on commentary. The commentators also talk about how Breaker makes a point of taking care of his business. Quick, with that in mind, the bell sounds with a few impressive Steiner lines and Breaker showing off his insane speed hitting the ropes before hitting his trademark spear for the quick victory. So the winner is Braun Breaker. Alright. We see Bayley backstage, Bayley walking the halls backstage with her WWE Women's Championship. As we head to another commercial, when we return, we see AJ Styles backstage talking into the camera about how he's gonna win his triple threat match tonight and get revenge on LA Knight for WrestleMania 40 next week before beating Cody Rhodes at Backlash for the title. Back inside the arena, Bayley makes her way to the ring. She talks about how good it feels as fans chant, "You deserve it." She explains how this win at WrestleMania is important than past ones. She talks about her first defense and giving someone an opportunity before she can continue. Tiffany Stratton's theme hits. Um, so next match will be Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany proclaims it Tiffy time and says it sounds like Bayley's about to issue an open challenge. She accepts. Bayley says it's nice to meet Tiffany, but she's not issuing an open challenge. She actually has someone in mind. She mentions Naomi. Tiffy says Naomi couldn't win a title even if it glowed in the dark. Tiffy tells Naomi she already beat her. Naomi says Tiffy did beat her, but she's earned everything she's got in WWE and doesn't plan on stopping that now. She thanks Bayley for the offer, but says she'll earn her title shot. She tells Tiffy she picked the wrong night to play with her and challenges her to a match on the spot. On that note, we head to a pre-match commercial break. When we return from the break, we see the match in progress. After some back and forth action, we see Stratton ram Naomi first into the steel ring post as Naomi crashes and burns on the floor at ringside. We shift gears and head to a mid-match commercial break. As the match continues, we return. Naomi avoids the previous moonsault ever and gets the win. So the winner is Naomi. Update on Smackdown Tag Team Championships. Video package airs with comments from Austin Theory and Grayson Waller boasting about winning the Smackdown Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania 40. After this wraps-up, we see the New Catch Republic duo Tyra Bate and Pete Dunne, as well as the Street Profits watching the segment. Nick Aldis says we'll find out who will challenge for the SmackDown tag titles next week. Yeah. Next one is Piper Niven and Chelsea Green versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Logan Paul appears in a pre-recorded video on a hotel balcony with his U.S. Championship. He talks about winning at WrestleMania 40. He then brings up being responsible for social success of the Big Two night event. We hear this is the hashtag Logan Paul Levesque era. Backstage, we see Nick Aldis backstage with Chelsea Green, and Piper Niven. Bray Green complaining. We learn that they will have a match tonight as the two head to the ring. We cut to a pre-match commercial break. When we return, theme for Jade Cargill hits out. She comes to be a big pop. She sells in the ring as we wait to find out who our partner is. The theme for Bianca Belair hits. Out comes the STOW as Cargill's partner. The bell sounds. Official off running with this one. Belair and Green kick things off for their respective teams. After some brief action, Cargill tags in, hits her trademark spots on this one, like the Braun Breaker match is over as soon as it gets started. Winners Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Alright, main event time. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio. We shoot backstage to Kevin Owens, who talks trash about Dominic Mysterio before making his way out and heading to the ring for our final match of the evening. It's time for our second triple threat match of the evening to determine who will challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE Universal Championship at WWE Backlash France. Owens makes his way to the ring for our final bout of the evening, where the winner will move on to face LA Knight, the winner of the first triple threat match earlier this evening. As he makes his way out to the ring, we shift gears and head to pre-match commercial break. As we sail back from the break, we see Owens in the ring telling his opponent to hurry up and come out. Now they do. Out next is AJ Styles. Rey Mysterio comes out last, and now the bell sounds to get this one officially off and running. Owens jumps into an early offensive lead as action spills out to the floor as we head to a mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see things pick up in this one. We see Owens avoid a superplex in the corner. As always, we see a big triple man high spot in the corner, but in the end, it is Styles who connects with Styles Clash off the top rope for the pinfall victory with the win. Styles meets LA Knight next week to determine Cody's first challenger. Knight comes out and jawls with Styles in the middle of the ring as this week's show, and it goes out there and all that stuff. So the winner is an advancing AJ Styles. So they'll face each other again, but who will face Cody Rhodes for next Friday and all that stuff, which is this coming week. So yeah, it was kind of good. The show, it was a little more better, but how it is, it is, back and forth and all that stuff. So yeah, it was a little more better than SmackDown. So actually, though, it was kind of more better than AEW Dynamite this past Wednesday, all that stuff. So yeah, let's go. Yeah, that was it for SmackDown and stuff. And hope you enjoyed this video. If not, like, subscribe, favorite, and all that stuff. So hit that bell button and all that stuff. And I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.